Yesterday was painful, guys. We lost, and I know many of you were disappointed because the games destroyed our ticket. But listen, this is football betting. No strategy in the world wins every single day. Even bookmakers themselves lost sometimes. What matters is consistency, discipline, and finding value over time. And today, I went back to study the odds movement, market confidence, team motivation, and where the bookmakers are quietly pointing. And trust me, today's pick looks much safer than yesterday's game, right? So watch this video to the end because the last pick is actually the strongest one on today's list. And also, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Better Slap TV, and comment save if you are riding with us in today's ticket, right? Let's go straight into the analysis. Bookmakers are backing today is Burnley versus Aston Villa. Burnley versus Aston Villa. Now, when I checked the odds carefully, one thing stood out immediately. Bookmakers are still showing respect for Aston Villa, right? Despite playing away from home, right? That usually tells us the market still trusts their quality and attacking strength. But however, Burnley have struggled defensively this season, right? Why Aston Villa continue to create so many dangerous chances consistently, all right? But despite all of this I have just said and going through the odds analysis, I will leave my predictions at under 3.5. all right, I believe that's a safe prediction for me, under 3.5. all right, the next game is Crystal Palace versus Everton. This is one of the matches that where the bookmakers are expecting a very careful match, right? It's one of the matches where the bookmakers are actually expecting a very careful match, right? Careful and tactical game. Both teams are not usually involved in high scoring matches, right? Of recently, right? And the odds on goals are just leaning towards unders, right? The odds on goals are leaning towards unders. So after going through the odds analysis for the market, I discovered that where the bookmakers actually pointing hand is actually on under 3.5. all right, under 3.5. That's the prediction we are going for today's game. Right. Now the third game on our list is Angers vs Strasbourg from France Ligue 1, right? This game may look tricky on surface, right? But when you study the odds deeply, you can clearly see where the confidence is coming from, alright? Strasbourg has been the more consistent side, right? And bookmakers are giving them more market respect here, alright? So after going through all of those things, my prediction is still under 3.5, right? They can score, but we're not expecting a chaos match in this kind of fixture, right? Before we continue, if you have been enjoying these daily bookmaker back predictions, make sure you subscribe right now because we are trying to build one of the smartest football betting communities on YouTube. And remember, never stake blindly, manage your bankroll properly, right? So let's go to the next one. The fourth game on the list is Azure versus Nice under France Ligue 1, right? This is actually one of my favorite games today because the odds movement is very suspicious, but in a good way, right? Despite playing away from home, bookmakers are still strongly favoring Nice, right? So that tells me they expect Nice to avoid defeat in this kind of fixture, right? They expect Nice to avoid defeat, right? So because of their defensive discipline and overall squad quality, right? So after all of those things, I can say that what we're expecting in this game is actually under 3.5. Now for the strongest bookmaker backed prediction today, it is Atletico Bilbao versus Valencia, which is the last game, right? This is the game where almost every indicator aligns home advantage, right? Form, motivation, market confidence, and odds positioning, right? Atletico Bilbao have been very strong at home, and bookmakers are clearly leaning heavily towards them in this matchup, right? But me, after evaluating their scoring power, right, so I'll have to give Atletico Madrid, right? I have to give them under 3.5 as well. So guys, these are my 5 safe odds today, backed by bookmaker analysis for the May 10th 2026. Remember, don't chase lows from yesterday emotionally, right? That's how most bettors destroy their bankroll, right? So I believe we are going to win today, and when we win, we'll come back here to celebrate our win, right? Let me see you in our next video, and I'll see you again. Don't forget, keep winning.